Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to Duluth, Minnesota, where I am right now. This is super last minute. I'm close to 3 hours north right now from where I live, and I literally decided to do this last night to plan myself a very last minute day of just getting outside, getting some fresh air, getting some nature, because I felt like I really needed it. I don't know about you guys where you are, but in Minnesota, we're kind of back in like semi-COVID lockdown right now. Gyms, restaurants, all that stuff is closed, not really supposed to be hanging out with people. And we're kind of in that in-between season too, where we're past kind of the fall activities and winter activities. It hasn't really started yet, and it's dark. And you guys probably know I'm a very, very positive, happy, upbeat person, but it's not just like it's like that. It takes effort, it takes self-care, it takes motivation and faith in things to stay that way. And yeah, the last few weeks have just kind of been blah. I know a lot of you can probably relate to that. It's been just kind of, dark and whatever. So I've been inside a lot. I've been trying to kind of get out and do little walks around my neighborhood when I can, but I was just starting to feel a little bit stir crazy and a little bit stifled. So I feel very lucky that I was able to have a day on my calendar that I was able to pretty much clear off, other than a couple phone calls. So I decided again last minute to come up north for some just me time, some fresh air, some nature as a way to reset. And I'm just getting up here now right about sunrise. I'm in Duluth, Minnesota right now, but I'm actually going to hit the road and head even farther north, probably about, another hour or so. Again, I don't really have a plan with this video. As you can probably tell, I'm rambling a little bit. We're doing a true vlog today, but I can say even this morning on the drive up here, especially when the sun started to rise and there was frost everywhere, it's like 9 degrees right now. Just seeing a little bit of space and a little bit of nature already just like felt so good in my soul. So before I even get into this video, I want to encourage you to do what you can to get outside, especially right now, doing it safely, of course. Whether that's doing something like this and going hiking, or even just going to a park outside. It's definitely good for the soul. Humans are meant to be in nature, and I'm excited to be doing this right now. I'm not going to ramble too much more because I'm probably already into like a 3-minute intro, but I just stopped and got myself a little breakfast at a little local spot in Duluth. Just kidding, I just went to Einstein. It's right off the freeway. So I'm going to eat this bagel and I'm going to start heading north. So this video should hopefully be very beautiful and nice and hopefully rejuvenating for you and enjoyable, and it'll also show you some things that you can do if you're actually interested in coming to this area, the North Shore of Lake Superior. More talking later, more as we go, but get ready for a very beautiful day ahead. All right, friends, I have made my first stop at Tettegouche State Park, a little over an hour north of Duluth. Really one of my favorite things about doing this coming up to the North Shore, other than, this stuff, is that you can do what I'm doing right now and just kind of come without a plan. There's really only like one road that follows the lakeshore, 61, I believe, and it goes several hours along Lake Superior from like Duluth all the way up to Grand Marais and farther north. And seriously, like every 15 minutes there is either a hiking area or a scenic lookout or like gift shops and restaurants and a ton of things to do. So oh my gosh, look at this, and I'm just getting started. I have been walking for a little bit, so I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's super easy to do. I hadn't really decided where I was going to start, what I was going to do. I think I've had this on the channel before, I forget, but Tettegouche is definitely one of my favorite places to get some of my favorite views of the actual lake shore in Lake Superior, some kind of cliffy areas and things like that. So I was just kind of driving, decided it felt like about time. I was close to Tettegouche, so starting here. There's so much farther north of me too that I'm not going to be able to have on this video, but I'll do more in the future. So I'm gonna do a little hike here, clouds came out, and then as the day goes on, I'm gonna slowly work my way back south. It's a weekday, so it is very quiet here and quite cold, but not much wind, so it's nice and peaceful. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. This is seriously right here one of my very favorite views of all of the North Shore. There's like literally nobody here right now. So peaceful and beautiful. I'm gonna kind of sit here and hang out for a little bit and then keep exploring, because this probably the most photographed part of this park, but there is a ton more to see. Darn you guys. Next stop, kind of. I was gonna show you guys one of my favorite little shops. What's it called? Beaver Bay Agate Shop. But it's closed, probably COVID or winter hours or whatnot. But if you don't know what an agate is, it's a stone. We have them up here on the shores of Lake Superior. And the store has a bunch of other stuff too. All sorts of crystals and stones and stuff. So I always like to stop and buy myself or somebody else like one little stone on my way. Unfortunately, it's closed, but that's what it looks like if you ever are on the North Shore. You won't miss it. Again, everything is like on the same road. What else do we got? A quilt store. I don't know if I need a quilt. All right, so I know a ton of stuff is closed, again, because of, winter hours, but mostly because of COVID. But I'm hoping that this is going to be open. So I'm driving right now to Split Rock Lighthouse. If you've been on the North Shore, you've definitely heard of it. You've probably seen it. I've only been on site, though, once. All vehicles must have a valid state park pass. Purchase here. I believe I have what I need. But hang on a moment, I'm gonna go check. All right, yes, I have what I need. So yeah, Split Rock Lighthouse, as it sounds, it's a lighthouse. And often people will go kind of just photograph it from a beach nearby, but I'm gonna go check it out, and at the very least I'll show it to you because it's pretty cool. If you're not from around here, Lake Superior, well, you'll know it's one of the Great Lakes, but it is of course a huge waterway. So shipping was a big deal on it. So this was, you know, a working lighthouse. I don't believe it is anymore though. So yeah, let's go check it out. So yeah, it looks like the actual building itself is closed, but still pretty cool to get a look at. And if you get a chance, if you come here next summer or something, it's actually pretty cool to go up inside, especially if you've never been in a lighthouse before. So Split Rock Lighthouse, a historic Minnesota landmark. There you have it. All right, well, I decided to stop here at Gooseberry Falls, which isn't really that much north of Duluth. Usually I kind of skip this spot, even though it's super beautiful, just because it's always packed, it's always overrun with people. But I thought today, considering there hasn't been really many people out, that I'd give it another go. Plus I wanted to see if the waterfall in the river was frozen yet. And as you can see, it is. And there's really only a couple people here. So Gooseberry Falls, I think maybe I've had it on the channel before, I can't quite remember, but definitely one of the most popular places to stop because that beautiful waterfall is really just like less than a quarter mile in off the freeway, which is pretty cool. Definitely one of the perks of this area. Believe it or not, I've already been hiking around for several hours. I just checked my phone. I've already put in 12,000 steps, a lot of which were actual stairs, so pretty good deal. But I'm going to burn off some more energy, kind of tear through some of these hiking trails here for a little bit, enjoy, and then head on back to Duluth, where there's actually going to be a lot more in this video in store. I hope you're enjoying. I am. Stay tuned. I'd like to place an order for pickup. Can I do one Cajun fin sandwich? And then I'll also do an order of the smoked whitefish. And do you do a traditional regular smoked salmon? Great, I'll do one of those too. Well everyone, welcome back to Duluth, where we started this video today. I was gonna film a little bit more here this afternoon. I don't know if you can tell, but the sun's actually about going down right now. But I don't know, time kind of got away from me. I actually just kind of bopped around town for a little bit. If you're unfamiliar with Duluth, it's just a kind of a small city in northern Minnesota. But just said hi to my friends at Duluth Coffee Company, which is a great spot to both buy coffee in person, but you can also check them out online. Hung out with them for a little bit, and then I went to Duluth Pack, which is one of my favorite stores up here, and got a couple Christmas gifts. So cool local companies that I definitely recommend checking out. And then I just picked up the order that you guys heard me ordering a little bit ago, which is a sandwich that I do not pass through Duluth without getting, which is the Cajun fin from Northern Waters Smokehaus. And it's all really right in this little area here. And I also got some some smoked fish that I'm going to probably turn into fish dip or just eat by itself. I'll probably put something on the blog here coming up soon. So just bopped around town a little bit. But sun is going down and I'm going to hit the road. And lastly, I just want to say, you guys know that I love nature. I love being outside. And obviously the last hour or so has been in the city, but most of the day just getting out into like fresh air where there weren't many people around and seeing the lake and the trees and the quiet and the snow. It is just so rejuvenating for the soul. I know a lot of you know that, but I think it can't be stressed enough right now, especially these times when, so many of us are being told to, stay inside, stay at home. Of course, want everybody to stay safe, but being able to get outside. Humans are like meant for that. We're not meant to be outside every once in a while and spend our life inside. We were built to be outside. I should point out too, I know a lot of people want to do videos like this, like to point out that it's like not rugged enough, but I want to say I love getting like into remote areas and into the backcountry, but I really like filming videos like this even more than that type of thing because I love showing how accessible the outdoors is. These like crazy, breathtaking views, both in Minnesota and a lot of other places, are often really accessible from, the freeway and from paths and things like that. So don't think that you need all this like super technical gear and all this experience to be able to get outside and enjoy nature. There are a lot of opportunities to do it in pretty easy ways, like I love showing in this channel. So I hope that encourages more of you to get outside and enjoy this beautiful planet that we call home. Oh boy. Yeah. Smoked salmon sandwich, peppers, cream cheese. This is gonna be delicious. The world is good again. Yes. Okay. All right, you guys. I know this was probably really rambly, so thank you for bearing with me on it. So that's it. I'm going to finish this sandwich and then hit the road. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you guys. So with that, I'm going to leave you. Thanks again. Subscribe for more. And as always, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. All right. See you guys next time.